Switzerland were unable to repeat their penalty shootout shock from the round of 16 as Spain reached the Euro 2020 semi-finals from the spot after a 1-1 draw between the two countries. An early own goal by Denis Zakaria, the 10th scored at Euro 2020, had Spain set fair for the semi-finals, but they failed to turn their possession into the shooting opportunities they had registered throughout the tournament so far and instead found themselves ground down by a flurry of Swiss set pieces that eventually set the stage for a blunder at the back that unleashed Xherdan Shaqiri to draw the Swiss level. Remo Freuler's red card 13 minutes from full-time rather neutered Vladimir Petkovic's men as an attacking force, but desperate last-ditch defending coupled with the sort of wasteful finishing Spain was supposed to have shaken off in this tournament took Switzerland to their second penalty shootout of the tournament. Spain had hit their attacking groove in this tournament, scoring 5 goals in back-to-back games against Slovakia and Croatia that reflected the unrewarded dominance they had shown earlier in Euro 2020. Their form in front of goal seemed to be continuing when Jordi Alba's volley from the edge of the box flew in off a clumsy boot by Denis Zakaria to hand Luis Enrique's side the lead after just 8 minutes. Still, Zakaria was spurned on by that early setback and rose in the game along with his teammates, who for much of the first half were able to keep Spain just about far away enough from their goal. The game might have been gone for Switzerland if Cesar Azpilicueta had converted an unmarked header midway through the first half, but as the game wore on toward the hour mark, such opportunities became ever more infrequent at their end. Meanwhile Switzerland, whose threat on the counter seemed to have been neutered by an early injury to Breel Embolo, grew in menace. First that came from free kicks and dead balls, but after the hour mark, they created their first impressive chance from open play in the 64th minute, substitute Ruben Vargas slipping in Steven Zuber just outside the Spanish 6-yard box. A poked shot with his right boot from close range asked a great deal of Unai Simon, but the Athletic Bilbao man was up to the challenge. There was nothing he could do to rectify the mistakes of those ahead of him soon after when Aymeric, Laporte and Pau Torres muddled up a clearance. Remo Freuler snuck in to steal the ball and tee up Shaqiri, whose scuffed drive with his right foot brought him a 4th goal of the tournament. For a moment it seemed the Swiss, who had shown such spirit and intent to knock out France in the round of 16, might sense another upset. Ricardo Rodriguez proved to be a menace down the left while Shaqiri was suddenly everywhere. But as soon as they had their boot on Spain, a stray pair of them by Freuler cost them dearly.